Ah! I finished it with my tripod, and that was a bad idea. Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Teresa Gaskins, and this is my introduction to what I'm doing for Camp NaNoWriMo April 2020. Oh, I got that right. I'm proud of myself. So this is just going to be a quick introduction to my project for the month and my goals, at least as quick as a video as I can make, because let's face it, I'm me, and I don't know how to condense words. And I'm probably going to do some unnecessarily editing thing, like zoom in on my face for absolutely no reason. This is halfway through the month, I kind of put off making this video because originally going into this month, I was like, oh, it's camp. I have this colorful paper. I want to do something cool with it and like challenge/reward related to help with my motivation to write words. And I realized yesterday that it was literally more than halfway through the month and I still hadn't done anything and even come up with what I was exactly going to do. Like, I just had a vague idea of like, so I just realized, okay, we need to put this on hold and do it like maybe in July. Maybe, if I actually think ahead and prepare it in June, rather than coming up with all of my ideas and plans for Nano like literally the day of. Like, not even the day before, day of. Word count, I literally came up like first day of camp. I'm like, I should set a word count. So what is my word count goal? My word count goal for this month is 24,000 words. But that might change because the challenge that I'm actually setting for myself this month is to write 500 words every single day. So this is kind of like my write for 20 minutes every day that I did now in November, except harder because it actually requires more words each day. But it requires less words overall because it's camp and I can adjust the word count to be like, that's all I need to write each day. So basically what I wanted was for every day for me to be consistently hitting the amount I needed. The thing is, if the minimum I'm hitting is 500, I was thinking, okay, I'm going to have weekends and stuff, and I'm going to have days when I can easily get out like 1,000 words, or even the or even the NaNoWriMo minimum, which is 1,600, I'm going to put it on screen, okay? And so I was like, okay, so I should set my average to be higher than that, than the 500, because if it's a minimum, then my average has to be higher, and so I want my average to be higher, because I'm a math nerd and also kind of an idiot. And so I set, after going back and forth a bit between a lot of numbers like 700 and 1,000 and trying to do some math with like, okay, how much could I expect myself to write on weekends, I was like, you know what? 24,000 is a cool number because it's 24K, which is like 24 karat, which is like gold. And I did not come up with that myself. That was something my mom came up with like years ago. And so I thought, okay, we'll go with that. And that's 800 words even per day, which is only 300 over 500, which seemed very reasonable, especially since November I was averaging so high. And I'm like, yeah. And especially like going into the month, we had quarantine. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to be so productive, have all this extra time. And I was super productive. You see all of those videos I uploaded that are like 4 or 5 months old, but I upload them all in the like first couple weeks of camp. Like, I'm so proud of me. So, yeah, right now I am behind on my 24,000 goal. I have missed the 500 words per day once because I just had one day that was just too rough and it got to the end and I'm like, I could force myself to write the other 250 words that I need, or I could go to sleep. Because my original goal really was to just get the 500 per day. So in a way, if I can average 500, like, if I can get the like 15,000 that would get me, I've still kind of met my actual goal, even though I haven't met the like the 24,000 is kind of the stretch goal, but it was one that I thought was really reasonable based off of what my actual goal was, and there's not, because of the way camp is set up, there wouldn't be an actual way for me to have measured the original goal, and also like obviously I don't want to count myself as failed because I missed one day for just because I was really stressed that day. And so I might lower it. I don't know if I would lower it all the way back to the 15,000, but I could see knocking it down to like 20,000 or something to make it a little bit more reasonable. Not because I'm not that far behind. I have been averaging like, I want to say 600 some per day. And so I'm not that far behind. I actually have a very even line. It's just like, here's the line I'm supposed to be at, and here's the line I'm actually at, and I've been behind since day one, but like, so it's slowly, I'm like 3,000 behind maybe today, I think. I want to say, yes, yeah, I'll flash it on screen. Make more editing work for me, because it's not like I can't go to sleep till I edit. Yes, it's light out and I'm talking about going to sleep. Don't worry, it's fine. It's fine. My sleep schedule's fine. It's non-existent, but it's fine. What is my project? To sum it up, I don't know if you guys just heard that, but I left the keyboard on in the other room. And like I forgot to turn it off before I left, and I just hear boom. And I can only know, like, my cat must have just jumped on top of it, and I don't. Okay, what is my project? It's about a girl, a woman, named Veronica, except she goes by Ronnie because that's her character. Like, nothing wrong with the name Veronica. Please don't hate me if you are named Veronica. It just wouldn't suit her. So, she's named Ronnie. That's the entire plot. No. So, it starts with she is driving on a road following her brother, and they get separated for a bit, and she thinks, oh, I found him because the car looks the same. But it turns out it's not him. But right as she's realizing this and planning to turn around and stop following them, these guys jump out and they attack her with magical weapons because they are part of a secret society with magical weapons that think she is part of a enemy secret society and is following them. And so they're like, oh, it's an enemy. We will attack. And so they essentially kidnap her and take her to their base. And of course she's like, I know nothing. But then things happen and she kind of gets wrapped up in what they're doing in a way that she can't, like, even once they accept that, like, oh, you really don't have anything to do with this and we messed up, like, they still can't let her go because she knows too much to simplify it. And so the story, I think is going to be, like, that's kind of as much as I know, but I think, like, as I've been writing it, I think what the story is going to be, I think what's going to happen is the boss of the society is going to be like, okay, here's the reasons we can't let you go, but if you help us achieve this goal, then we might have a way to, like, change that so that we could let you go and it wouldn't be a problem. And so she's sort of working towards that, of achieving that, but sort of as part of it, she's becoming more and more a part of the society and getting involved. And hello, train! Okay, I'm just gonna wrap this video up because I'm almost done, so hopefully it's not too noisy. But I think it might be louder than the freaking keyboard, so rip me. So that's my project. I don't know what genre to describe it as. It's probably urban fantasy. But I'm really terrible with genre stuff, so I'd rather, like, after it's finished, give it to someone else who actually knows and understands genre and have them be like, it is mostly this. Because my brain's just like, I have a story. I don't care if it fits any conventions or anything, or if anyone wants to read it. But it's a story and it's in my head and I'm going to tell it. And it's going to get told. So that's what I'm doing this Camp Nano. I don't know. I'm going to try really hard to write after the end of the month and finish it. Because I need to finish another book so I can publish another book. Because it turns out that's the thing you have to keep doing continually. So, I'm going to try and make videos updating you on my progress each week. So, like, two more videos at this point. And then there will probably be some other for fun videos that I'm just putting out there, because it's quarantine and I have better things to do with my time, but I'm not doing them, so, yeah.